'cause you can lift me, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And if I ever mentioned I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head, locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. 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 Oh, oh. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white, and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. if we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried, up late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up. But baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little win and every close near loss I meet. And where it moves fast, run all the worst stuff. And what's my wheels are turning, it's just how to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your two eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold all my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel so good.
All right, everybody. Here we are on the stream. Unexpected victory. Match number 10 in ESEA versus Chess Club. I'm your play-by-play for today. Johnny Esports. I'm joined by Wes Rambo. How you doing, my dude?
I'm doing good, Johnny. I am just looking down Unexpected Victories match history and just got a bit of a laugh because it's like, okay, 7 to 16, 30 to 16. Oh, there's a 19 to 16 there. There's an overtime, 8 to 16, 28 to 26, 16 to wait. Sorry, what was that one?
Yeah.
We just replayed the last time we were we were live, and Johnny was by himself at that point. We did do the Ablaze Esports overtime finish, and unfortunately, Unexpected Victory took that loss. But they are on a couple of a win streak here. They took down U.S. Postal Service and Penalty Gaming as well last week, so looking good for Unexpected Victory with this new lineup. It's very exciting to see the types of things that they're bringing to the table here. It's just, you know, it always amazes me how they keep managing to find these players who just gel really well, who are, you know, become star players so quickly, and are able to take them to the next level. And we're here on Nuke, where it's good that they've got a couple of games under their belt because, yeah, it's Nuke. You need practice.
Yeah, and I thoroughly enjoy Nuke because it kind of just gives you that little bit of the difference between like taking your approach outside or inside or going through secret or whatever. I kind of like that. It makes CT decisions really kind of difficult early on, but then it's a good map for retakes because of the same situation. So it is definitely a very interesting map. Some people leave it off their pool because it's just like there's too much kind of going on. It's such a dense space because obviously it's a really small map, but there's still lots. So it's kind of insane.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to see somebody do some sort of dissertation on Counter-Strike far in the future once we, you know, get Counter-Strike classes or something like that, or esports classes, and talk about how the shape of maps affects certain things about the way it's played in the competitive scene, because Nuke is a very unique shape in terms of the layout of the map in general. So today, UV1 are taking on Chess Club. And Chess Club are a 7-2 team, definitely looking pretty strong so far in the main season.
Mhm.
But I don't know, Johnny. I think UV1 might be the bullies at school taking the chess club's lunch money and stuffing these nerds into a locker.
Yeah, nerds. Yeah, it could be really interesting. Obviously, like it is sometimes so hard to tell with ESCA just because like you try to see maybe if they've played any other teams UV1 have played, they haven't. So it's really hard to gauge the actual like level of the opponents that Chess Club played against. But obviously, like they've only suffered 2 losses, so they got to be pretty decent. One of their wins was a default win, but still whatever. It's really tough because you don't know if like maybe UV1, even though they have like only that one more loss, like maybe they just have gone against more tougher opponents. They've had lots of close games, and at least lately they did start off the season kind of on a crazy roll, but it makes it difficult to kind of gauge what match we're actually looking forward to seeing. Like and another thing too is because it's a best of one. And it's just like one map that maybe like the team's not as good. One team's not as good on. Like it's still not even necessarily a good determiner of whether one team is better than the other team, just because a ton of factors. But it also kind of makes it exciting in that way, right? Because I come into the day not really knowing. There are definitely some weeks where I come into the stream knowing, oh, they're gonna smoke them, so whatever. I guess it'll just be an easy night. We'll try to just get hyped and have fun. But you come into a game like this one and you're like, I legitimately do not know. As confident as I've seen kind of this UV1 squad come together and how much I've seen them play, well, like reality is they're not a pro team, so there is levels above them. So you just never really know like the big amount of variance there is in IM, which we're kind of learning more and more. Like obviously last season with Open, it was really big variance just because there's so many teams and all that. But you kind of get to IM and you think, okay, maybe you're just gonna only kind of face some decent teams here and there, but some are really good. Some might go like, wow, I don't understand some of the teams they've played. I don't necessarily understand how they're only an IM team, but I guess you could almost say the same thing about Unexpected Victory on some nights. Some nights you watch Vampy just play like we saw him in the last game. You're like, how is this guy playing an IM? Right? Like there's just like no way. Like you should be in main or whatever, right? So, but it's interesting. So you still get that decent amount of variance from team to team. So again, all that just comes back to my original point of it just being kind of an unpredictable game today. So that makes it exciting, and I look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are back on Nuke, by the way. So we did see this a couple of games ago when they took on U.S. Postal Service out here. But U.S. Postal Service honestly didn't present much of a challenge to them in terms of just straight-up skill matchups. So that's kind of a nice thing to be able to gauge now, is maybe a team that's a little bit more skilled, potentially, a better record than U.S. Postal Service. Chess Club coming in here and maybe giving Unexpected Victory a more tactical, deep test on a very, very difficult map to play. But they were looking excellent on it in that other game. Even, you could see it even in spite of the fact that they were also more skilled as players. And in particular, that was one of the first games they had ever played, maybe the first official match they had ever played with both Flex and Alphite on the squad. And it was Flex and Alphite, these two new players who stepped up big time in that game with some incredible individual plays, some really, really great teamwork, and, showing a very clear understanding of kind of the game plan. And yeah, just some highlight reel moments from honestly both of them. So that's something I'm really looking forward to as well on Nuke, because you've got to combine that amazing individual prowess that these players bring to the table, along with some good strategy against a team that's going to present, like I said, more of a challenge to you than maybe these a couple of the teams past have done.
Yeah, and it's always interesting for me with this map in particular is like your defaults between teams are very different in this map compared to like some maps that's like everyone's default is more or less the same, and then you just kind of have variance on what kind of change-ups you throw in your strategy. Whereas you could have a default that's all about rushing A, that's all about getting into the lobby and taking control of that, or you could have a default that's all about going outside and taking control of that area of the map. And so that's like what is always really, really interesting to me when it comes to this map, because it kind of a little bit comes down to sometimes you just kind of go outside when you just have better fraggers, and sometimes maybe you go inside when you just have like better strategy for that. So it's like this interesting chess game we're about to watch
Aha.
of whether what someone does strategically come out of the gate. So it'll be interesting to see kind of like where Chess Club goes with that, because I feel like as you get better and better teams, they tend to trend towards wanting to take over lobby and making sure they have control of that. But sometimes you just go, hey, no, if we get outside, we just have access to secret and access to a lot of different places, because you're just really good fraggers and you believe you can hold that spot. You can beat the opera that's on that side. Maybe that's what you go for. It's all over the place. Again, it's just it's a big question mark.
And we know, actually, that Unexpected Victory do really like to take control of outside. It's one of their main kind of defining things that they end up doing, in particular on T side of Nuke. So that's something to watch out for. With Flex holding that op, there definitely is the potential for Flex to even be picking it up on the T side to go for those picks. And we know that Deimos likes to sit back near spawn, holding that angle. They really, really value control of that. That's on the CT side. I mean, Deimos sits in that spot.
Yep.
So we know that they do really do value control of that area of the map. So yeah, you wait and see if Chess Club, how their plan for this map matches up, and how much ground will be given if lobby control and maybe upper takes or ramp takes, repeated ramp takes are more of a priority for them, how Unexpected Victory adapts to it and vice versa.
Yeah, and that just like, man, that's why this game is so beautiful, just kind of in general. Why we all like enjoy Counter-Strike so much, right? Like, and you and me, Wes, we come like a little bit of League of Legends background too, right? Where we're like, oh, everything's one map. Sure, that map kind of changes every year. Yeah, don't tell. so it's like it's a factor that kind of in our esports history we never really have to think about. But when you obviously you come to Counter-Strike and it's so interesting. Even Valorant, because there's just not very many maps in general. Even that one, it kind of feels like 2 or 3 maps in the game, basically, really. And then so there's just less variety there. But we get like, yeah, we've seen this UV1 team play a whole ton of Inferno, and I think I know what they're like on Inferno now. But we've only seen one game on Nuke, and we like again, and we're shuffling players all the time, so you never really know if that's going to change that. And like you said, we did see this squad like with these exact players play on this map, but it could change. Maybe they go through in scrims and they decide something different. We like you were mentioning, we saw Deimos hanging out outside with the AUG a whole lot of times and not working out really well for them. But who knows? Maybe things have changed for them, and it's interesting to see how that grows.
Yeah, another thing we can sort of kind of predict and talk about in terms of our experience with watching UV1 on this map is that we know Egglet does like to sit sort of in that upper catwalk area, likes to come out of ladder when he can, and that's obviously leaves the opportunity to go back and head towards outside as well. And Egglet definitely has been quiet in the last couple of games. We've seen him near the bottom of the scoreboard, and we know Egglet is a real cerebral player, has some amazing work, does some amazing work in clutch situations, really, really good in skirmishes, but hasn't been the highest fragger in the past little while for the game. So I'm kind of looking at Egglet, in the next couple of days. I know that the teammates all really, really respect his level of play, and with very, very good reason. So, that's kind of the one I'm looking to, and yeah, putting out a challenge to say, let's see, a little bit more firepower maybe from that support player.
Yeah,
this may be something to look out for.
When you mentioned the clutch, I had a flashback of last game where that 1v1 where the guy defused the bomb and he was just shaking his head and he didn't defeat him with that deagle. Like, and this isn't meant to be flame on Egglet, but it was just like such an unfortunate situation. You kind of know like that. That's something that would tilt me. I have a weak mental, straight up. So, but these players are much better than I am anyway, so it probably doesn't even matter. But so it is one thing, and it is something to know that like if you had to pick the weakest player on the team, and that's a fun game to do when you're kind of a homer stream for a team, but it has been Egglet.
I wouldn't even say weakest player. I would just say like Egglet's been quiet lately.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because there have been some streaks of games where Egglet looked like the full-on star player, especially last season in Open. That's kind of the way. That's what was the nice thing about having watched this team for so long and through so many matches that we've seen seen all these different arcs, you know, all these different episodes where it's like, okay, now Ross gets to be the main character. All right, now we're on to Monica. You know, like that's kind of what we've seen with UV1, where everybody kind of has gotten their chance to shine. Some people trending towards more things than others, but yeah, you know, maybe it's time for another Egglet arc, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that would honestly be absolutely great. And the times we have seen Egglet pop off has mostly been like when he's been kind of the anchor on the CT side or something, and it's just been like they keep coming to him and he just holds it down, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, we can just leave Egglet doing that, and that's been absolutely great. But it might be a part of why we haven't seen him kind of like pop off individually as of late, is because this team has become a more aggressive team than maybe we've seen in the past, and maybe that's harder for him to kind of like get those same moments when the whole team is playing mostly aggressively, because that leaves holes in other places when you're aggressive, right? When you're pushing forward, you leave holes kind of behind you, where maybe that wasn't there before, and it hasn't been a situation for Egglet to kind of absolutely pop off. But like I said, he does play his role right now, kind of a more supportive role, grabbing all the flashes, make sure he has all the utility, sometimes buying guns for other people, all that jazz, right? And he does it well. And there have been clutch moments from Egglet. So we just haven't really seen like as complete of a game from Egglet as we just know he's capable of, if we're just being honest. And again, I don't want anyone to think that I'm just sitting here to flame Egglet. And I keep doing this. I've done it before when we said, oh, Vamp needs to kind of step up a little bit or whatever. And then I again want to caveat with that I don't want to flame any of the players, but we're here to analyze and talk about them a little bit and just being honest with what we see. Because as much as like again we are that Homer stream, we are here for UV1. Do want to be like honest and see what we're seeing and yeah, that it has been the reality. We just haven't seen Egglet as of late been as clutch as we know he can be.
Yep, definitely looking at that scoreboard. Can tell you a part of the story. Obviously, as you say, it's not the entire story. Speaking of the scoreboard, I'll take a look at the chess club members who are in the server so far. See if I can, I've been trying to get into the habit of this more, Johnny, where I try to take a look at the names of the players and get them into my head a little bit, just to make sure there aren't any curveballs being thrown my way. It doesn't look like it is going to be the case this time. We got Miggy, we have MVP, Rye Guy, and Odura are joined. That seems to be only...
And then Crush just joined the server.
And there we go. Crush has just joined the server, and we are also into the knife round.
Yeah.
So UV1 definitely are wanting the CT side. That always is going to be the case, in particular on Nuke. Like we said, Deimos very comfortable back in that outside position, flex on the op. So yeah, once this knife round elapses, UV1 haven't been as dominant, Johnny, on the knife rounds as maybe they were in the open season. Maybe the real difference between main and open teams is knife skill.
Yeah, apparently. Remember the conversation last time was that I think they lost a total of 2 knife rounds or something the entire season.
In the entire season.
And always talk was that like, Egglet was just like this god in knife rounds.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't remember that, but I like it.
Yeah. It always seemed to be him that just clutched out knife rounds. But ultimately they don't mean everything, obviously. But it was always just a funny note that they kept that streak alive for so long. It's not even something you track. You just kind of it was something we were just like 6-7 games in. We're like, they haven't lost a knife round, and you just keep watching it.
They just get to pick side every time.
Yeah.
By the way, Ownerman's in chat letting us know a little bit back. There are 5 matches to go for them in the season, and as we get into the pistol round, they need 3 out of the 5 to clinch playoffs.
Oh, huge.
Keep an eye on that. 3 out of 5 matches need to be won, and then Unexpected Victory will make it into main playoffs. And we do see a upper take already, and the site's been given.
Yeah, Rye Guy opens up the match here with his first frag here, but here's Vampy, just one-tapping with the USB, turns around, tries to find another target there, but Egglet's from Heaven's actually going to be able to help him out and take him down. Rye Guy does take down Flex right here, leaving 2 members left here of Chess Club to try to get it done, and they've taken down a couple, and then Okuro takes down the last one, and Chess Club somehow turned that one around. It looked like it was going to be UV1 victory early, but a clutch pistol round from Rye Guy. He's got 4 in that one. Give them an early lead.
Very, very unusual post plant for UV1. Off the top, or unusual retake, I should say. Off the top, it looked good with a couple of kills coming into the site, but then felt like they just sort of stacked up in front of the doorway and, I don't know, didn't hit their shots, I guess. That just looked very, very unusual to me. So, unexpected victory. Definitely wanted to bounce back from that one. They won't be doing it this round because they're only on pistols and no armor. Onaman's also in the chat giving us a little bit more insight into that clutch that you mentioned from Eglet.
Yeah.
So you can check that out in the chat, everybody, if you want to get some more background info about historical moments from UV1 games.
Yeah.
Always happy to have Onerman and the crew in chat letting us know some inside info like that. We do see an outside push right now, though. Ogura has already gotten the kill, and like I said, there's no armor, there's no utility bot whatsoever, so UV1 just looking to get a couple of kills, maybe recover a gun.
Yeah, that's certainly what they kind of want to hope for, too, especially since they kind of pushed all the way up to rifles here. 3 AKs right now on Chess Club. If they can steal one of those, that would be just kind of absolutely huge, as they will likely kind of just more or less let him walk in here. Never mind, Eglet was there in heaven, gets taken down by Ogura. Flex now trying to help out there. He does get one of those frags. Crush will trade that right back, leaving Deimos by himself here to see if he can do any damage.
The Deagle, Deimos never to be counted out. Except for this round, apparently. Only the kill from Flex was the one that came through for UV1, so 0-2, and they're going to likely save one more here. Half buy on this, as you can see the money. Not perfect.
That was one of the ones where if I was playing and I came and try to get that like the mini flick there, I go, who ducks? I get mad about people ducking.
Oh man,
but
who peeks like that? Come on, who checks there?
Yeah. Unfortunate.
To the mind of Johnny.
Yeah,
Great
again,
insight. Ooh, Ryguy with the vent drop. I
yeah.
always love to see this. Ryguy's gotten all the way in, and they're gonna know that. Once again, like I said, save from UV1. So, Deagle's in armor this time. A couple of grenades.
They both hit each other with a single shot, doing almost the same amount of damage to each other. But they made their way here through tunnels, and they're coming right up to this B site, getting through the squeaky door here. Here's Ryguy walking through that fence, but Vampy ends up picking that one up first. Good show, Vampy. Then Deimos getting another Deagle frag himself. Bomb now planted. Here's a molly gonna put this awkwardly for Deimos. He's just trying to get a kill before he dies. He will get that kill. And then Ogura will go down here to Eglet. Ethu starting off right now. They do take him down. Does Crush, but Crush gets taken out by Flex. So, yeah, nice little save round there for UV1, able to get a W while only buying Deagles.
Amazing there from Vampy, dropping into the vent just with the Deagle pointed right down below him and just firing in the air, getting the shot. Oh man, that's a James Bond moment right there if I've ever seen one. Great work there by Vampy to clear that out. Such an important position and area to clear out. But in general, yeah, Deimos getting a kill from the flames, really clutch as well. And UV1 just really out-positioning Chess Club in that round. Yeah, getting the eco win. They're going to be able to buy up, and you can see Chess Club's a little bit rough on finance.
This is a smart molly there by Vampy. Another nade to try to slow them down. He's flashed up. He's kind of surrounded, but he's still standing strong. Takes out one, takes out two. Crush is taking down Eglet, but Vampy's still alive. He's got to switch over to the USP. Can he still tail it? He gets another 3K for Vampy. He's just standing tall. He's going to pick up someone else's AK-47 and see if he can take down Ryguy, who is firing over at Flex. He does take down Flex, but here's a huge 4K by Vampy to tie up the game.
Yeah, there was a nice attempt there from one of the Chess Club members. I think Ogura getting right through the flames and trying to push around, but he ended up getting too low from the molly, and so Vampy was just able to flick over and hit him in the body. One shot to kill. And Vampy had a great position, and I don't know, you just expect him to get a bunch of kills from that position if you've got the timing correct. So great work there by Vampy on the site. Good utility usage for UV1. They go up to 2-2, and Chess Club are going to have to save here. Flex, you can see, has bought up that op.
Yep. He's got to have that there now. And folks in chat, can you please clip that one? I want to see that on TikTok later. That was a nice one. Alfight, speaking of nice ones, hits a good shot right here. Deimos, Ogchamp himself, does see 4 people from Chess Club, so he's got a ton of information knowing that they're all going down ramp right now. He's trying to just see if anyone decides to go towards lobby. Here's Alfight, though, defending the site. He does take down Crush, trying to turn around, take down another one. Egglet is also here to help as well. He's got his own AUG. Alpha does eventually go down to this Deagle. Egglet, though, will spray down Ogura. And then it looks like Deimos came around from the side to finish off the last one. 3-2 lead now for UV1.
Yeah, Chess Club not able to make anything out of that save the way UV1 just did the round before. And you can see their money also, Chess Club, not that great. Crush is going for the op, what is it? The ceramic cannon op if you've got armor but no head armor. Anyway, he's got the op coming in for Crush. Probably looking to go outside with that. And they are going to get control there, but lots of presence at upper here.
Yeah, definitely potentially holding down. Flex,
what are you doing there,
yeah,
man?
just standing up right in the middle of this. I'd be too panicked to even look around. I'd be wanting to run out of there. But he gets a kill. Absolutely
I don't know if
huge.
I have ever seen somebody push that fast with an op to red crate in outside.
Yeah.
That is so ballsy from Flex. I just love it, man.
Yeah, he's just living up to his name. He's just flexing on these chess nerds and showing them what's up. Meanwhile, Deimos is still turning outside. Flex took a little bit of a bullet there. Ooh, so is Deimos. He's got himself down to 14 now, so they're doing some work outside here, but Vampy's come over to help to take down Ogura, who does at least trade because he also took down Egglet, so it's still 4-for-2. We'll see what Rye Guy can do over here. He's now walking through Squeaky. Looks like Crush got taken down on the outside by Flex here. Rye Guy does find one here on the A site. And Flex, oh man, this guy... something else. 3K on the round. 4-2 lead now for UV1.
Man, Flex has got those twitch reflexes. That is so good from him. And actually, there is a pause coming in. I'm not sure if Chess Club is doing a tech pause or maybe going for a tactical, trying to regroup. And Unexpected Victory do have 4 in a row, so that's definitely going to be tough to come back from with this little money. You know, if they start really racking up these rounds and really answering the attack from Chess Club very effectively, it can be so hard to get something going. And I was kind of, you know, I was definitely hopeful for Chess Club because I love seeing things like the vent drop. I like the idea of pushing through the molly. They've got some players with some clearly, you know, a bit of a killer instinct, good ideas about how to get into aggressive positions, and that's really the way you do it on Nuke. But Unexpected Victory have managed to find the answers every time, so that's going to be... Ooh, there's a run boost going on there. That wasn't going to find anything inside, but interesting to watch. Continuing on.
Let's see where they said the 5-stack outside here with these Deagles. Ooh, Flex with a rare miss on that shot. Deimos here with his AUG will take one down. Oh, let's just switch cameras and pretend that never happened. Oh, nice shot from Miggy. Yeah,
I'm watching Miggy. That's a great shot on.
That's an absolutely great shot by Miggy there to take down the Opper. That's huge value right now for Chess Club as they're still holding down outside. It's 4v4. Miggy getting another one. Deimos melting down 2. Eventually gets taken down. MVP will take him out, but Egglet will take him to school. So Crush is the last one standing here versus 2 members of UV1.
Yeah, will Crush be able to find a gun? There's lots on the ground, and I mean, it is potentially worthwhile. But you can see there is Egglet. Yeah, nice job. Egglet knew that Crush would want to go for those guns, and so watching the exact right position. Unexpected Victory up to 5-2. Now Chess Club get to buy in earnest. This feels like the first real gun round we've gotten where everybody has exactly what they want. I'm sure Crush will be going on to that op and actually might have to go glass cannon here. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, once again.
So that is Crush definitely wanting to op no matter what the situation. I like it. That's a good attitude to have, but Unexpected Victory 5-2 in the lead. Looking very strong on this defense.
Yeah, let's see what Flex can do over here. He just
on.
walks up slowly for Miggy to be able to take him down. Yeah, maybe just needs to relax a little, Flex. he's done some really lovely pop-off things so far in this game.
He's earned one. He's earned one peak like that.
That may be a little bit of disrespect, basically what that looked like from Flex. Here's MVP disrespecting Vampy, just shooting him in the face so that they have access towards this A site now through the hut, and they're getting in on that. And who has the bomb? Bomb is still sitting back there waiting to get in on this, so UV1 got plenty of time here to set up 3v5 to attempt the retake.
Chess Club had a lot of time to set up as well, though. UV1, I'm not sure exactly where all their players are. Here's Alphite coming up the ladder. And there's a lot of utility damage that has been done to chess clubs. So there's a chance here, but Deimos going down might turn this into a save round.
Oh,
here.
oh.
Fight getting the kill. And there we go.
Yeah, Egglet, just get away with that up, probably. It allows you to potentially buy a gun for Vampy there. And then keep this
Good
up.
spot for an exit here. Doesn't look like anyone's going to give him that, though. So UV1, yeah, do manage to finally lose that win streak. Chess Club up to 3 after the pause. And Crush hanging on to the op critically, as well as 3 players hanging on to rifles. So Chess Club have done a great job to reset their economy. And they definitely needed it because you can see UV1 are still very, very much in the driver's seat financially here. They've got lots of money to buy whatever they would like at this point. So, yeah, I'm liking UV1's defense so far, but that was a very, very nice hit from Chess Club, and it's a good sign for them to see that in the first actual full gun round, they made it happen. Partly, though, because Flex kind of gave up.
Yeah, a little bit there, but frankly, it was a good couple rounds in a row for Chess Club. Even the save round before that, where they had just kind of deagles, they did a lot of damage to UV1, were able to get themselves a little bit more extra money, and then yeah, obviously a good win in the last round too. So here we go. They're making the hit on to the A site. Vampy can't do anything without being able to see. Deimos trying to do some damage over here in heaven. Nice nade will take down Ogura.
Stop the bomb.
He stopped the bomb plant. Absolutely clutch. Egglet trades 1-for-1 as we watch Alfight over here walk up and take down Crush. 2v2 now. Again, bomb still not planted. Oh, Flex. Another rare miss, but he makes up for it immediately after.
Now that bomb is right on top of the box. So difficult to recover. It's MVP now has to go for the kills. He cannot try to recover that bomb at all. Amazing nade there from Deimos. And yeah, that was a great take from Chess Club to get that flash onto Vampy in the site. MVP actually does recover the bomb, though.
They kind of conceded that a little bit there and let him have it. And MVP playing that real well is able to take that one. Now all of a sudden we're in a 1v1 where it looked like this was almost a guaranteed win for UV1. MVP coming up clutch here now. He's walking towards the B site.
Wow, so now Flex is actually on lower HP and has the op. Should probably look for a rifle instead. We'll see that it's planted lower, so nope, hangs onto the op. And yeah, 1v1 situation here, so great work by MVP. A thief in the night coming by to snag that bomb and get it planted. Flex and MVP. Flex disadvantaged here for the clock, so let's see what he can do. Let's see if that zoomer aim can come into play once again.
It makes me wonder if they didn't know exactly where. He takes him out. Does he have enough time?
He's got it. Unbelievable from Flex. That is just so good. What are the instincts on this guy? That play, I just cannot stress enough. The mental fortitude and the absolute cojones it took to do what Flex just did, peeking out wide and then just getting the player as he crossed, then going back just in time for the defuse. That is magnificent from Flex.
Yeah, folks, part of the reason why I like shoutcasting so much is that I like to sound on my own voice. I'm not going to lie, I do like speaking a lot. But in that situation, I just had to shut up and see what happened. And that was absolutely beautiful. Meanwhile, I'm not going to shut up now because Vampy's got himself 2K. MVP does eventually take him down, but Deimos will help out to get revenge on his friend, leaving us to a 3v1. Ryguy by himself to defend against 3.
Ryguy now has pretty good in the clutch situations so far, but without the bomb in his hands, you know, MVP made it very, very close last time, but it just seems so difficult, and he might run into Flex's option.
Well, I don't know if...
Ooh, Flex doesn't know he
I don't think he... Yeah, exactly. So Ryguy could surprise him here, but Flex is too quick. He's just too quick. 2K for him, 2K for Vampy. 7-3 lead for UV1.
Now, where did you find this guy? That is unreal so far. And, you know, you can't even Flex, not even the top fragger on the team. Deimos and Vampy both with 10 right now. UV1 looking very, very good, firing on all cylinders here, as it were. And their defense seems to be stumping the Chess Club a little bit. It seems like they really have been able to just adapt quickly enough not to lose too many rounds to some of Chess Club's innovation, and then just use their excellent aim to kind of let them do the rest. Really, really nice. And Chess Club are on the last buy before they're going to have to save again.
So this is a very, very important round here for Chess Club. And Eglet walking right up to...
I like it.
Yep, right through that smoke. No one walks through, so he's able to get himself into a great position for anyone that does decide to go through that way. But meanwhile, here is Chess Club trying to make a push through lobby now. Vampy up here will take down one. Eglet takes on another. Vampy getting another again. Deimos picking up one more. Here's Eglet now. Coming in clutch here. And, well, everyone, it feels like, are hitting their shots and getting things done here for UV1. They let him plant the bomb, and like I said, it's kind of sometimes difficult to just purely protect the site, but it's a really good map for retakes, and UV1 demonstrating that here.
Yeah, UV1 are really in their heads right now. You can tell that Chess Club have so little confidence hitting the site. They get that flash in that worked on Vampy before, but the reason is because Vampy had been sitting in a really risky spot down by the barrels inside the upper site. Now he moves up top with a player being able to catch them on the doorway entrance. It's just, yeah, really difficult to play against this type of thing, and UV1 are doing a masterful job of mentally manipulating.
Flex, just rude. Just throw Molly behind him, too. Gonna make it difficult for them to get him. He picks up 3 so far in the round. Deimos picks up 1 more. Crush will eventually be on Deimos, but here's Eglet to finish off the round. Flex, once again, showing off his muscles. 9-3 lead for UV1.
This is turning into like a Harlem Globetrotters game right now. Just an excuse for every member of Unexpected Victory to absolutely style on their opponents. It almost feels like it's pre-planned because of how smooth it looks. Flex, amazing 3K there again. This kid is nuts, everybody. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
so,
and meanwhile... Sorry, but meanwhile, even though we've seen Flex pop off here, look at the consistency of Deimos and Vampy. They've just they're the same amount of frags anyway, even though maybe Flex has done it with more style. But they're just absolute consistency coming out of Deimos and Vampy and Eglet too, who also is sitting there with 10. All 4 of them are leading anyone on the other team. And right now, Alpha, yeah, maybe he's 4 and 6, but he just hasn't needed it to get more than that. You know what I mean? So it's fine.
Get kills? The other guys are getting kills. Yeah, I got kills last time.
Yeah,
exactly. Kills at home.
We have kills at home.
Anyway, Chess Club now on a pretty much a full save. I did go onto the scout,
See,
but
like, and Alpha could do it. Alpha could do it too. So we're not worried about that.
Too. No doubt about that. Flex did take a hit. I think that's a scout shot that Flex took. So nice job for Ogura for getting some damage down. But the Chess Club, what can they even accomplish right here? Full utility, full guns, full armor for UV1. And Chess Club seems to be in dire straits right now. Great shot by Eglet there too.
Absolute beauty of a shot there. There's Miggy taking one down finally here. Deimos here trying to avenge his fallen teammate. Will do so, taking him down. Just taps this AUG perfectly. Take down another.
Deimos is just such a little pest from that position. I would be so annoyed if I was Chess Club playing against him while he's doing this.
Nice shot, MVP.
And MVP actually gets some of that frustration out there.
But Vampy finishes them off in the end. And yeah, UV1 now off to a 10-3 lead. And again, this was a game I was certainly expecting to be closer. Again, purely based on records. I don't watch Chess Club's games, so I have no idea what their actual competition was like. But just based on the fact that technically Chess Club had a better record going into today, and UV1 looking to match that record right now, they're playing real strong here on this map. Oh, Flex is coming up here again.
Oh, never mind. Let's say this later.
He's got one because Flex is doing Flex things. And sure, why not? Another quick scope just to add it to the repertoire. Get himself another one for the highlight reel. 5v3 here as 2 people of Chess Club have faced Flex's rifle. They're still trying to deal with him. They're still trying to get at him. He's down to 6 HP. They finally take him down. MVP picks up that one. But now they got to deal with Deimos, who's also pretty darn good at shooting things. But he's taken down to 23 HP, and that's a real nice shot from Ogura. So all of a sudden, we're back to 3v3. But Eglet will take one more. But we watch MVP there pick up the AUG and take down, or sorry, the AWP and take down Vampy. So 2v2, but low HP bar on MVP. Ogura's taking a little bit of damage as well.
You actually are very, very unlikely to expect this spot from Alphite looking through that door, because Eglet has already gotten the frag. So we'll see what Chess Club do. I would guess they are heading towards lower. You know, they know that they can get down through secret if they would like to. But actually, the bomb is wandering closer and closer to ladder, and this would be a great opportunity for MVP op in hand if he can get the flank. Nice little movement here from Chess Club in the late round. Ogura just isn't available to support him much, though. And yeah, now it's going to go in.
Ooh, Eglet finds the bomb carrier. So that means it's just Ogura. It's got to recover the bomb, has to deal with that flash, and has to deal with 2 members. Eglet, 3K in this one means he's, once again, that tie at the leaderboard for UV1. They're all just fighting with each other for this frag lead. And I love it that Eglet's playing this well too, because literally mini call
like we
out.
said.
Yeah, mini call out of him earlier and just comes out fired. It always makes me wonder, do they listen?
How much power do we really have?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Maybe we send something out to the
sometimes it
universe
feels
and
a
it just
lot.
gives Eglet a buff.
Yeah.
Just so we can have that cool narrative of every time we call someone out, they step up.
Yeah.
And he's played well. Everyone, realistically, is playing super, super well on UV1 too as well. But it's good to see Eglet matching everyone on the scoreboard there.
I'm just watching back to the stream. I've got on a bit of a delay on my second monitor. I saw that quick scope from Flex at Red.
Yeah.
That is just unreal. So good right now. He's just making a montage right now. Put some Rob Zombie on these clips, upload it to YouTube, and you know, call it a day. So good from UV1 right now. They just look really, really strong. I'm so happy to see it because, yeah, all these new players coming in, they just look comfy right now. They just look like they're sitting back. They're doing what they know how to do.
Oh, Flex.
Just like that.
Hitting another one. Eglet joining that. So make sure he stays tied up. Turns around, finds another. He's going to spray down a second and a third. Actually, Vampy gets the last one there. But still, Eglet. Eglet. I love this team sometimes, man.
What is going on right now? Why? Like I didn't mean you had to top frag Eglet. It's okay. You can calm down a little bit. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. What a flick. And yeah, he would have had that player. I don't think he was going down.
No,
Vampy snagged the kill, but I think Eglet had the, he had the crosshair placement just right. Great flick. And yeah, this is not, we know Eglet for being a great clutch player, a great utility player, but he's doing some really, really impressive stuff right now. And unexpected victory are the better for it. Everybody, like you say, is on a roll. Everybody is on fire right now, and UV1, man, I've been resisting the chess puns a very, very long time, but they might start coming in this second half.
I wish I knew more chess puns. I was gonna say something Queen's Gambit. I don't know. I didn't got it. Ogura here does find Vampy and takes him out, so they get this round started, much like they started the first pistol round. Let's see if Ogura can hold him down here. He does take down a couple more. Ogura with 3K on this pistol round. Feeling pretty good for himself. Here's Ryga going to meet up with Deimos. He misses a couple shots, but they're still fighting out here. Here comes Crush from behind to finally take down Deimos. So clean round so far. Clean round in total for Chess Club. They pick up that one. They still got to win a whole lot of rounds, so it's 4-12.
Yeah, that was amazing from Ogura, who has looked really good over the course of this game. Chess Club really relying on Ogura for some excellent frags, and he has been providing with, very, very clean stuff. Very nice composure shown standing on top of Hut, which is such a vulnerable and kind of awkward position to be getting frags from, but just spinning around, getting those pistol shots down. Impressive stuff there for the whole Chess Club.
There you go. Trying to make sure no one's going through A. And fortunately for UV1, that wasn't the direction they were going. They're all kind of outside right now. Here's Crush meeting out with those people outside. He does take down Eglet. Ogura coming in to help out his buddy. Takes 2 more for himself. Here's Vampy walking through the smoke, getting taken down Ogura, but Miggy will finish him off. So now it's only Deimos here with his Deagle. MVP hits a nice clean shot, and Chess Club starting this half with the start of the first half, 2 in a row. But yeah, it all started with a huge eco that UV1 won that led to this lead. Yeah,
you're exactly right. So gotta watch out for this one. This is the eco coming in from UV1. A really nice kill there, though I believe it was I believe it was MVP who killed the bomb carrier at the red crate, and that completely shut it down. UV1 maybe looking to sneak a little cheesy bomb plant, but no way if you get the bomb dropped at that point. So good heads-up play on the anti-eco from Chess Club, 5-12, and unexpected victory back on the eco. They're going to try this again for the outside hit. Actually, no, it's just Deimos out here. So UV1 going for more of a default, trying to get some info, maybe get a player who's getting a little too antsy and going a little too far forward, maybe pick themselves up a gun. Doesn't look like it's working.
Oh, Flex, who had a decent opportunity, had a decent idea of where they sort of were through the smoke, just based on those bullets flying through it, but doesn't manage to hit any of those shots. But hitting shots here is Ryguy, taking out Alphite in the same spot Alphite was holding down when he was on the CT side. Flash coming in. That was actually Vampy's flash messing up Deimos here a little bit, and the Deimos walks in, taking down Ogura. 4v3 still. See what Mickey can do here. Egglet getting taken down as he opens the door. Vampy, though, with his Tech 9, gonna grab one.
Okay.
And he's got himself an M4 here, does Crush, so we'll see if they hunt out Vampy, or does Vampy try to do something here?
Vampy's headed towards the bomb, which is back outside. And where will he go with it now? You know, with 3 players left, there's the potential for a bomb site to have been left open, but not a big potential for it. So Vampy's going to flash in instead. This would be a miracle if he got anything here.
Yeah, pretty rough. One in heaven will take him down. Crush finishing off with his second frag of the round. 6-12 now for Chess Club. They've taken up 3 in a row here to start off the second half. UV1 now, though, going to buy up some AKs and see what they can do now with their first rifle round.
Yeah, like you said, back to gun rounds here for UV1. This is where they've been shining all the time. There is no op available, so I do expect them to go inside, and it looks like, yeah, they are splitting up, maybe a bit of a default here once again. Vampy's going up pretty far, though.
Ryguy firing through that smoke in case they were rushing there. But so far, UV1 playing this back a little bit. I mentioned Vampy, the one outside. See if he can find any sort of picks in that situation. So we tune into MVP here, holding that heaven position. Egglet through lobby. Let's see, they're moving towards ramp now. Ryguy trying to slow him down with a molly, but does ultimately get taken down. Here's the Alphite here, walking through the smoke and then taking down MVP. He's going to jump down towards ramp. Crush looks like he took down Vampy outside, but everyone else on the team here are already in and going towards the B site.
Kind of a sick ramp hit from UV1, actually. Ooh, Ogura.
Ooh, aggressive play by Agora. Talking about the cojones of Flex earlier. Agora definitely got some himself. Egglet, meanwhile, continuing his good round of Counter-Strike. Goes out a nice molly here. Crush picks down 2, but Flex will find the last frag of it. So UV1 take the round, but take a ton of damage in the process.
Yeah, Crush going out in a blaze of glory there. Well played. And but I do want to mention unexpected victory with an excellent ramp hit there. Even with a very, very well-placed molly by the defender, still, they managed to... One of them gets through it. They have a perfect flash to get through. They swing it around, and then the Alphite Alphite picks up the player who was going to be peeking from hell. So really, really nice in general from UV1. That's some excellent coordination.
Here's Alphite taking a little bit of damage as he tried to walk up aggressively. Here's Flex meeting up with Mickey and will take him down. Egglet, meanwhile, taking out Ryguy. Crush with a nice shot to the face. Vampy got taken by Ogura too as well. I'm not sure where that was, to be completely honest, but 3v3 is where that leaves us. Trying to get this hit through the hut now as they flash. MVP's able to take up on 1, but a trade there. Still get on site here. One in heaven is Crush. Flex just trying to shoot him down. Deimos takes down the other one. They'll finish that one off, and we'll bring this one 14-6.
Flex thanking his lucky stars a little bit. Missed the molly there, and also missed the spray at first, but the Chess Club player with the deagle also missed. 14-6, like you say, 2 rounds away, and they did win Nuke 16 to 5 last time. So at least Chess Club is a little better, just like we predicted, Johnny. We were exactly right. They're better.
They're
But
better.
also, Chess Club does not seem to be presenting that much of a challenge to unexpected victories skill-wise. Most of the gunfights just end up going UV1's way.
Yeah.
In particular when you have Flex on the op. But everybody, like you said, Deimos, Eglet, and Vampy all racking up some huge amount of kills in Alphite. We know what he can do on Nuke if he is called upon. Right now, he just hasn't been. He's chilling.
Yeah.
And UV1 are kind of chilling in this game as well.
Yeah, and even if you are looking at the score, if you think about where Chess Club got their wins, pistol round, subsequent round after that in the first half, and then one random round, and then for this one in the second half here, pistol round win, the subsequent rounds after that, and that's all the rounds. So it's come off pistol rounds, which is, they're nice to haves, but clearly once we get to rifles, UV1 just seemed like the better team. And it's working out really, really well for UV1 in this one. Vampy picking up that one as they're starting to get a hit in the sight. Ogura in a decent spot, but Vampy spots him out anyway. Vampy with 2K there. Eglet gets taken down by Crush, but they've taken down this Rye guy. Just fed to Vampy here. One remaining in Crush. Does Vampy look for it?
Yeah. A lot of material has been gathered by UV1 in this round, and they are looking to go for the clean sweep here as, Crush just has to save the gun at this point. UV1 are going to be at match point here. Going to be very close to, another really, really convincing win with this new lineup, which is just very, very encouraging for UV1 fans to see. We got some folks in chat now.
He's trying to find him.
Boys. And, Crush is getting hunted. Oh, he saw the barrel right at the end, but not going to be enough time. That was a good call. I didn't even notice they were looking for him. But, look at this. Alphite is just straight up chilling. He's got 6 frags. He's just like, you guys, you go ahead. You go ahead. I'll catch up with you later on some other match. It's just UV1 is dominating.
Well, last time
Alphite basically doesn't have to contribute frags at all.
Yeah.
It's just so encouraging for UV1.
Well, one of the storylines for this team, as we watch Vampy is taking another one, one of the things about this team has always been that, like, sometimes it's different players stepping up, and then maybe if someone's cooler, someone else has to step up, and then it's like watching who steps up today and figure out what they win. If they all step up at the same time, this is what it looks like. A couple frags happened while I was speaking there. Crush taking down Vampy in the end. It's still a 4v2 right now. UV1 with the bomb planted are in a great position to take down this entire match. Crush, last one standing, 48 HP versus the 4. They're coming out for him. Eglet shooting him down. Alpha trying to walk out, trying to get himself a few more frags to try to get closer to the rest of his team. Will not be able to do that. At least in this round, UV1 will take that as Eglet adds to his total. I think he hit the 20 bomb with that. So absolutely monster match by Eglet. Vampy obviously was huge. We watched Flex do some crazy things with the op, but I think for the interview today, I want to chat with Eglet, if unless you disagree.
Yeah, no problem. Eglet would be a great player to talk to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I was looking for a big moment to yell checkmate, and it really never came. It was really more of a knock the king over early on because you realize you're outmatched here. UV1 definitely showing that jocks over nerds every time. I don't know. We'll workshop that. UV1, though, convincing win. Extremely convincing win. Looking great on Nuke. I love, in particular, the way they were playing with each other on the T side, actually. In a couple of those rounds, you saw some definitely set plays, but also some adaptations based on a different utility that was thrown at them from the Chess Club. They were looking really, really nice in terms of just being cohesive with each other and having gotten each other into a groove, and gotten the team into a groove. So, credit where it's due there. You gotta shout out Deimos and of course Scorin, right? And the coach. So very, very impressive stuff from UV1 overall, though everybody's playing really well. They got to be very happy with this.
Yeah, like I was alluding to at the kind of end there, there actually hasn't been a lot of games where it seems like everyone is playing at a kind of an equal level. There's been a lot of games where you had to find who was going to clutch it out. But in this game, everyone seemed to be playing strong. And now Eglet is joining us here for the interview post-match. How you doing, Eglet?
Sorry, one more time.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hello. There we go. Hey, how's it going, man?
Not bad.
Nice, nice. Yeah, it's good. I'm glad to see you. Glad to have you in here because, well, first of all, what I would like to talk to you a little bit about Nuke because the last two games you played on it have been absolute stomps for you guys. Is this going to be a map that we see more often for UV1? Is it, are you feeling particularly really strong as a team on Nuke right now?
Yeah, we really feel good on Nuke. We
Yeah.
feel like we get the early too on our CT sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you win knife rounds so often that you get CT side all the time. Well, yeah, and the CT side definitely was great, but I was noticing some really nice stuff with your T side. How has it been feeling with the new, now that this new lineup with Flex and Alphite coming in? I mean, we know Flex popped off today as well as a bunch of other players we'll talk about later. But how has it been with the new lineup this season and also just in general playing in the new league?
In general, I like it. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll move on to you because we were talking about you just at the beginning of this and how, we see you doing, playing certain roles in the team, but in this game, you absolutely shredded the enemy team. Did you feel like, oh, I gotta have a fragging day today, or do you feel like they were just running into your crosshair?
Just running into my crosshair.
Hey man, but you gotta click the button. So
Yeah.
you certainly did that. So okay, yeah. So Wes alluded to a little bit, and at the start of the stream, when I wouldn't go as far as saying we were trying to call you out or anything, but we were noting that like we hadn't seen like a classic Egglet pop off moment that we saw plenty of times last season, yet this season, and we were like, oh, I wonder where that is or what's going on with that, and then of course the we mentioned it once, and then you come out with the performance you had today. Anyway, there was just times where you were just spray transferring, getting it done. We joke about them walking to your crosshairs, but you just were playing super strong today. Is anything changed about your game recently, or is it just like, you're just playing and things just happen?
I think it's just playing and things just happen.
It's always good to give the player an out, right? You can take the humble answer if you want, but you can always nobody in chat's gonna be mad, Egglet, if you say, hell yeah, I popped off today. Everybody will. But anyway, great performance, dude. Yeah, it's just looking really good. We were saying we're very very encouraged to see, you know, to see the growth of UV1 and how well you're doing in this season. How are you feeling about getting a couple of relatively easier wins in a row? Are you are you hoping next match, or would you take these kind of matches all season long, or are you hoping to go up against some stiffer competition coming up soon?
uh, well, go up against stiffer competition.
Sure.
I would take
Yeah.
these.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, we always do take these.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
yeah,
especially with like kind of the upcoming just thought about playoffs looking long term for the rest of the season. The 9-win mark is of course that kind of like that mark that does signal playoffs, which means you do have to win a couple of the next 4.
Yep.
So obviously taking a nice easy win today certainly does help. Being challenged obviously helps you improve the team, but at the same time you just got to make playoffs, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to get there so you have the opportunity to play best of 3s with teams. And I touched at the beginning of the map, and I'm just curious what your thoughts are, just because we talked about earlier, was sometimes like best of 1s you don't really actually even get a good grasp on who's better than who, and you got to get to that point where you're playing best of 3s. How does the team feel about that the regular season's all best of 1s? Like do you ever really feel like you got a good gauge on how matchups really are, or do you guys think about that?
I don't really think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Just play the game that's in front of
Yeah.
you. Fair enough. Well, yeah, thank you so much, man. Great performance. I loved it that we were talking about you right at the beginning of the stream, and then you gave us a show, just as if as if we could telepathically communicate with you. So yeah, great work today, man. Enjoy your rest tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, thanks, Egglet. Peace.
Bye.
Well, folks, I think people are going to start suspecting that we have a script. and that these games are all scripted with the way we talk about our pre-games, and then somehow the narrative from that pre-game actually has come true, I feel like, more often than not, Wes. So it's kind of wild.
I'll say that the word unexpected is starting to get more and more abstract in its meaning. We are definitely that this victory was expected pretty much from the get-go after we saw what we were up against. And there's no denying that they made it happen. And yeah, I like that Eglet was talking about how confident they are on Nuke and feeling really, really good on that because it's a map that you can really surprise some teams with. I think, we know an unexpected victory could do it. They could hang on Mirage or Dust 2 if they need to, but they haven't played either of those maps a single time this entire season yet. So yeah, that's really impressive. They're playing the more difficult maps to play, in my opinion, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So that's really encouraging to see what UV1 are kind of how they're approaching this, and they definitely feel like they belong in main at least.
Yeah, and I again, this has been such a fun ride to see this team continue to improve with different players, but kind of still kind of that same core, the Deimos, Eglet, Vampy kind of coming in, and whoever else kind of ends up joining them fit in real well. Obviously, Flex so huge, and we kept joking about Alphites, but just not needing to do anything today, right? But in reality, though, that like as much as we're joking,
a funny thing to do is interview Alphite after that.
the big Alphite, it'd be so awkward. But realistically, every time someone came up to Alphite won the fight anyway. There's right,
true,
like there wasn't a lot of times where.
What about this round where you didn't see any enemies because your teammates all killed them?
Yeah, right. And sometimes like Alphite would just be, you had ended up with like a negative score, but I feel like the times he died, they were coming out from the side from him. But when they walked up to him, Alphite was right there, able to stop him too. So again, this felt like the first time this season that just like everyone was just absolutely firing. It wasn't just like last game. It felt like that was Vampy's time, right? Last game, Vampy just came out and just like, okay, we're betting this team. Vampy's gonna come and take over. This game, it was shaping up originally that maybe it was gonna be Flex taking over, but then everyone else was doing the same thing. So it was a really, really impressive show. I didn't cast a curse them by saying, oh, this is the best CG play I've seen them play all season long. I didn't cast a curse them this time, so they were able to come out and just clean up the rest of those. And again, like the only rounds they really lost was like pistol rounds and subsequent rounds after the pistol round, which you can always just write off, right? Especially when you end up with a 16-6 win. So congratulations, UV1. The next match is on the 9th. It's scheduled for Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, always pay attention to the Twitter account of UV1 or onto the Discord in case the times change, because those times often do. But do expect the game for next Wednesday. Wes, would you like to shout out whatever you're doing this week?
Sure. Well, I will shout this out again because everything just kind of started up. I made a new Twitter and a new Twitch, which are Twitter is RamboCast, RAMBOCAST, and the Twitch is RamboCasts with an S, same thing with an S at the end. So I'd love to, if you would drop that a follow, because I'm going to start doing what I'm doing recently, Johnny, is casting Knockout City, which is one of my favorite recent things to cast. It's a dodgeball arena game, and it is so freaking stellar fun, man.
It's wild.
It's just such a blast. Just casted a huge community tournament of that yesterday, so I'm gonna be casting people's scrims as that community and that competitive scene sort of evolves.
That's cool, man.
So that's something to look out for. Drop that a follow. I'll type it in chat, and then you can check that out. Yeah. So other than that, just drop that a follow, because I'd shout out Manitoba Esports, but we're actually done for the season. So maybe I'll let you know some updates about that as we continue on. But for now, RamboCast and RamboCasts, drop me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just kind of starting up these accounts, so being able to get some traction would really help.
For sure. Everyone, please go do that. Wes is a good guy, so he deserves a follow. Click the follow button for him. As for myself, at Johnny Esports on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. The one difference is Facebook.com/Johnny Esports content, but everything is Johnny Esports. It's pretty easy that way. As well, if you have any interest in how we casted this game and you have a team or a tournament, any TOs looking for anybody, please My DMs are open. Always looking for further opportunities. I have a couple coming up that I'm really excited about. That once if the details are finalized, I'd like to announce it. Because I do more than just cast UV1 stuff, and but I will let you all know. All this stuff takes a lot of planning, which is like the boring part of this hobby, but it's still real fun. Anyway, folks, that will end it for today. Thank you for joining us once again. Next Wednesday is our next cast. We will see you all then. Stay awesome, everybody. I don't actually have a good sign-off thing. I should think of one.
Stay awesome is not a bad one.
Stay awesome's not
as
bad.
A placeholder, at
I
least.
sometimes say I've been Johnny Esports this whole time. That was a thing I was doing for a little bit, but I kind of stopped doing
That's
that.
fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a silly thing to say, but anyway.
We're spitballing here.
Yeah, we're just we'll think of something. All right,
And
bye everybody.
We can do a poll, community poll, and let everybody. All right, goodbye.
All right, see ya.
I don't wanna know where I might be without you. Verse I crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you. 'Cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. You got